If you look familiar, I'm in the drive-thru. I'm getting ready for what is hopefully going to be a nice day of hiking. This rain's supposed to move out throughout the course of the morning, and we're supposed to have a nice overcast, warm afternoon that should be pretty good for finding some snakes. So I'm gonna go meet up with Richard, and we're gonna hit the woods and see what we can turn up. All right, guys, we're on the board pretty quickly with this nice cottonmouth. You might recognize this guy, actually. This is the one-eyed cottonmouth that we see during the winter, making a rare non-winter appearance. I think this is the first time Richard or I have ever seen him outside of the winter. He's a little bit on the skinny side still, but he doesn't look that bad, considering he's living life with one eye. He probably doesn't even know we're sitting here right now. We're gonna get a couple quick photos and then we'll leave him to it, and we're gonna continue walking. Feels great out here though. All right, buddy, we need to get you off the trail before anyone comes along and steps on you on accident. So I'm gonna try to usher this guy across, and we're gonna keep moving, see what else we can turn up. There's cottonmouth number 2, just down the path from the first one. This guy, nice and healthy. All right, guys, well, this looks like a gravid female cottonmouth. She knows where we're at, so we're not gonna mess with her too much more. But look at that thick back end. Definitely looks like, at the very least, a very healthy snake. So we're just gonna leave her right there and keep moving. It feels like we're in the rainforest right now. Just snakes draped everywhere. Look at this guy. Nice adult rat snake. Just chilling. Well, that is about as perfect of an in situ as you could get. Just a beautiful rat snake chilling in this tree. He's just about to go into shed, so he's not looking his best, but really awesome. We're just gonna leave that guy right there and keep moving. Looks like snakes are out in decent numbers, so we're gonna keep at it and see what else we can turn up. There's cottonmouth number 3 for the day, retreating hastily. 3 snakes on this first pass of this trail. So right there is our first, probably not our last box turtle of the day. He's way tucked into these bushes, so I'm not gonna get too much closer to him. But first one of probably quite a few we're gonna see today. Sure enough, about 5 minutes later, there is box turtle number 2 for the day. This one is tucked in. It's got a nice little spot right here. Very cool. I would not be surprised if we hit double digits these today, so we're gonna keep at it. Here's a nice black racer just chilling right here. He actually hissed at me, and that's what alerted me to his presence. What's up, dude? I don't want to mess with you. Oh. I guess that's a stump hole right there. But yeah, snakes are out. What's going on, dude? Or you just chill? It does appear so. Well, that's neat. And here's box turtle number 3. It's a pretty nice one. They come much nicer here, but that's a good one for sure. Anyways, still nice and overcast, still a little bit drizzly, and feels perfect for king snakes, so hopefully we'll get one here soon. Well, that is not what you want to see. That is one of the most horrendous looking king snakes I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that snake is on death's door if it isn't doomed already. Stuck shed, incredibly skinny, just sitting here, basically barely even moving. I mean, he twitched us a bit when we walked up to him, but that's not good. You know, it's not unusual to see snakes that are looking rough, but I think this is another level. I mean, this snake is on death's door. There's not really even anything we can do for it at this point. Really just unfortunate to see, though. Beautiful snake in the last moments of its life. I don't know if it's from parasites or what. I mean, the snake doesn't have lesions or anything. He's just super skinny. Really, really unfortunate. Sucks to see. But I guess we're just gonna leave this guy and let him pass peacefully. It's definitely not an ideal situation, but hopefully something will come make a meal of him or something along those lines, so that he can return to the food web. But just a shame to see one of my favorite snakes in a state like this. It really hurts. And even worse, knowing that there's not really anything I can do for him. Even if I wanted to, it's illegal to keep these guys, to take them home. Here in Georgia, they're protected. So they're protected from collection, at least. But if you want to kill one because you think it's a copperhead, you can get away with that 100% of the time. So really kind of screwed up situation here. But either way, I'm just going to leave this guy in peace and see if we can find one that's in a little better shape.
Yeah, I want to get a good picture of a box turtle, but
I think that's number 4, right?
Yep.
Number 4. Definitely the nicest one yet. Look at that. It's a handsome turtle. Well, it's about, what is it, 1:30 in the afternoon at this point, and the only king snake we've seen was in less than ideal condition. There's a strange thing to see. Just a nice southern toad out hanging out in the daytime. Super dark one. So Richard and I briefly split up. He's only a few yards to my left, but I found a copperhead right there, and he's got a king snake. So I'm gonna go try to look at the king snake and hope that guy chills. And if he's still there when I get back, we'll get a better look at him. All right, guys. Well, sure enough, right here in situ is the king snake Richard found right around the same time I found the copperhead. That is awesome. Just to show you how ideal the weather is today, this king snake is just chilling. Like, he is perfectly content to sit here and let us take pictures of him. That is awesome. So here's the beautiful king snake Richard found. And then right over there, about maybe 10 yards from where the king snake was, 15 yards, a copperhead. Definitely think that is the best copperhead in situ I've ever found. It's just beautiful. There's a moth next to him. Do you see that?
a moth?
Yeah, like a white moth. That's amazing. Well, we're just gonna leave this guy slash girl chilling right there and go photograph and release this king snake. There are literally 300 flies just flying all around me and this king snake right now. In case you were wondering what it smells like right here, it's so stinky that there are this many flies hanging out on the king snake while we take pictures. Shoo. But anyways, yeah. Very productive little 10 minutes of herping here, where Richard and I both found something cool, and got a nice king snake to kind of make up for the unfortunate looking one, and a beautiful copperhead just right over there chilling on top of a log. Really awesome. Yeah, beautiful chain king snake. Little chain ring combo king. Got some nice rings, and she's got a couple of nice chains on the back as well. The weather today is just phenomenal, and apparently the snakes agree. It just took us a while to find them. So we're gonna let this girl go and get back to it and see if we can find anything else. I think it's probably around 3 o'clock right now, so we've been at this for 4 or 5 hours at this point. Haven't seen that many snakes, but the quality's been pretty good. So we're just gonna let this girl go and keep moving. King snake number 2 for the day. Leave our copperhead friend alone. Oh, we got a hole right there. Oh, no, just crawling through. Very nice. King snake number 2 for the day. I'm just gonna let her continue with her business and see what else we can turn up. Well, it looks like the rain is back and here to stay for the rest of the day. So we're gonna book it back to the car and probably call it. I might try to drive around to an area where it's not raining and cruise a little bit, but as of now, we're gonna book it towards the car. All right, everyone. Well, as awesome as this morning and afternoon were, I'm back home and I'm going to try to keep this going since it feels so nice out today and snakes seem to be enjoying it. Clear skies here now. The rain's kind of passed through. So I'm going to flip here at the house for a little bit and see if there's anybody hanging out. It's been a little while since I flipped here. Nobody under this piece that I see yet. Yeah, I feel like it's been at least like maybe 2 weeks since I flipped here. So should be new stuff under the cover. Nobody under there, and there's been stuff under that the last few times I've flipped it. It's not good. Not a good omen. Will the red-bellied piece be our salvation? This has had multiple red-bellied snakes under it the last few times I've flipped it, for those who haven't seen. And at least 2 still hanging out today. Look at that. I wonder if those 2 are gravid. That third little one seems to have moved on. He wasn't here last time I flipped this either. But sure enough, these 2 have been here almost a month. I've only disturbed these guys once, so I'm gonna keep that trend going and just gently lower this on top of them, because I do think they're gravid. At this point, that would make sense why they've been hanging out so long. But beautiful snakes. I'm gonna have to come out here with my camera and get some pictures of them if they're gonna hang out. Check this guy out. This is a 6-line race runner. These guys are actually a fairly cool find around here. We do have a good population of them here at the house. But these lizards are generally indicative that you're in an area that's suitable for a lot of other cool herps like scarlet snakes and hognoses, because they also have a preference for super open areas with nice loose soil, like this power line cut. So either way, we don't get to see these guys up close too often. I flipped this guy sleeping under a rock. They're very diurnal and like to come out on hot sunny days. So today was not one of those days. So I'm just gonna put him back under his rock and let him continue with his nap. Red belly, very nice. It's the first thing I found under this piece. What's up, dude? It is so very nice to see all these new pieces of cover producing. One of the most rewarding feelings in the world, for sure. So we'll just let this guy go back under there. Red-bellied snake number 3 for the day. Well, it hasn't been the most productive day here at the house. I got out a little bit later than I should have, really. With as cool as it was today, I should have came straight out when I got home. But anyways, can't complain about seeing a couple snakes and lizards, even a few new snakes that we haven't seen yet. So anyways, I'm definitely gonna have to pick this up tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be doing some road cruising out here. Good afternoon, everybody. I took yesterday off. 2 days ago was when you last saw me, when we hiked up a bunch of really cool snakes. Yesterday was decent weather. It just didn't feel right to get out. But today it's a little bit drizzly and it's really cool. The high is only 77, so I'm out here driving around right now. If I can't find anywhere that's not reasonably dry, I might end up hiking around. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping stuff will be out on the roads today. Where it's not wet, it feels very good to me. I've seen 2 DOR snakes already, a rat snake and a green snake, both ran over recently. And it looks like this might actually be another one. No. So hopefully stuff will be out, but I will let you guys know if I see anything. Well, it's starting to rain on me already, unfortunately, but I did just cruise this beautiful cooter. Look at this thing. Absolutely incredible. Just a stunning turtle all around. That's amazing. Look at this thing. How's it going, beautiful? Look at those eyes. So incredible. What an awesome turtle. Look how clean it is. It doesn't look like a lot of the ones that we find in the water that are covered in, you know, slime and stuff and algae. I think this might be because this turtle came from the river itself, where the water is a little faster flowing and there isn't as much stuff growing on their shells. But either way, that was an amazing cooter. Anyways, I'm gonna try to look at the radar and see if I can find some dry roads. It looks like there's just a lot of like really light sprinkles going around right now, so I'm gonna try to find somewhere that isn't getting rained on. All right, to the other side of the road with you. Very nice looking turtle. All right, you gonna show yourself off? So, I can't show it because it's pretty graphic and YouTube will not be happy about it, but I just cruised a DOR Kingsnake with a ringneck that when he got ran over by the car, the ringneck, you know, popped out of his side. Pretty cool predation note though, to see what the kings in this area are eating. I mean, common sense dictates that the kings are going to be eating these smaller fossorial snakes, but it's kind of cool to see it firsthand. Really sucks. That snake was very freshly run over. All 3 of the snakes I've seen today have been freshly run over and still moving. I got a rat snake, a green snake, and now a king. So really hoping that we'll be able to turn up a live snake or 2 here before the end of the day. I mean, it's still pretty early. It's about 3 o'clock. I've only been at this for maybe an hour and a half, so not too bad considering, I guess, but really bummed out about that king snake though, for sure. Look at that. Finally a live snake, and it looks like a nice dark rat snake. Sure is. Look at that guy. That's awesome. I actually do not see a lot of rat snakes in the area I'm in today. This might be the first adult I've ever seen in this specific area. Really do not see a lot of them at all, so interesting to actually get one, and surprising that he's this dark. I mean, this is a full-blown gray rat snake, and he's almost solid black. I mean, we're in far west Georgia right now. Really cool. Good-looking snake. Happy we finally got something. Probably gonna get made fun of for my girly fragrance, but this is something I don't really talk about much on the channel. I am, in fact, driving with my knees and doing a bit of a product plug. It isn't a product plug at all, actually. It's more of an obligation I have for the snakes and for you guys to remind everyone that after you move a snake off the road, after you catch a snake, always make sure to sanitize your hands, because there are a lot of pathogens going around in reptiles and amphibians that we don't really understand. And it's very important that as people that interact with these animals, we make sure that we are not transmitting those pathogens. So always keep some hand sanitizer in the car so that when you do end up touching a snake, if that's something that you do, make sure that you're sanitizing your hands to prevent any spread of disease. I know a little bit earlier in this video, we encountered a couple of sickly snakes, and especially if you see a snake that is obviously sickly, make sure you're sanitizing your hands before you move on to another snake. I do plan to do a full segment of a video at some point, going into a little bit more detail about this type of stuff. But for now, I just wanted to do a quick reminder. So we're gonna keep cruising. Hopefully we'll see a couple more snakes this afternoon. I'm glad we finally got a live one though, so I will keep you guys updated. All right, everyone, well, the sun is starting to go down. I just ran home and ate dinner real quick, and I'm back out getting ready to do a little bit of cruising here as it gets dark. As cool as it was today, temperature's probably gonna drop pretty fast tonight, so I don't have very high expectations, but hopefully we'll see some things. We'll see. There we go. Look at that. Oh, yes. That is amazing. So it doesn't completely make up for the DOR, but that is my second live eastern king snake on the road this year. And only the second one I've ever cruised here in my local area. The other of which was also this year. So that is amazing. I definitely want to photograph this guy. And the sun is starting to go down. It's starting to get dark, so I'm gonna get some quick photos of this guy, move him out of the road, and keep moving. That is a great way to start the night. Juvenile eastern king snake. It's hard to ask for a much better first snake of the night than that, especially after that really disappointing DOR I briefly mentioned, I think earlier in the video. It was a day full of dead snakes, and I ended up only finding 2 snakes so far today. This guy and the rat snake from a couple hours ago. But yeah, absolutely beautiful eastern king snake to start off the night. Hopefully this isn't the only thing we see. It is going to be a gigantic full moon tonight, which is not supposed to be the best for road cruising. I've never had too much of a problem with the full moon, but a lot of herpers swear by it being bad luck. But either way, I'm just going to let this guy continue on with his night and see what else we can turn up. Beautiful eastern king snake. Super excited we got one of these alive tonight. There goes an armadillo. Mammal action's been crazy tonight. But I still haven't seen another snake. I saw a raccoon, a possum, an armadillo, someone's dog in the road, but just the one king snake so far, and it's almost 11 o'clock. Looks like that might end up being the only snake of the night. I'm gonna do one more pass, and if I see anything, I'll stop, and if not, I might end up having to end this section of the video here.